Her voice didn't tremble. That was the first thing that sliced through me. We were standing in the kitchen, sunlight on her face, morning silence still settling, when she set down her coffee cup with surgical precision and said, "I never really believed. It's time for a DNA test. I slept with my ex a week before the pregnancy." Just like that. No hesitation, no shame. 14 years of routines, inside jokes, our son's laughter echoing through the house, flattened under a single sentence spoken as casually as a grocery reminder. I stared at her, not because I didn't understand, but because my body refused to move while every instinct inside me screamed. Then her phone buzzed. She smiled at the screen, a small, secret smile I recognized too late. That's when the second hit came. Another voice, my daughter-in-law's, shouted through the speakerphone on the counter, "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." My wife laughed. I felt something inside me split open, then go perfectly still. I picked up my phone, opened the gallery, scrolled to the folder no one knew existed. My villa in Switzerland. My second life. My real life. I sent the photos to my daughter-in-law without a caption. 71 calls lit my phone. I didn't answer a single one. My wife watched the phone vibrate across the counter. Her eyebrows tightened, but she said nothing. My world hadn't collapsed. It had shifted, tilted, revealing what had been rotting underneath. Her confession didn't break me. It clarified me. I replayed her words, "I never really believed," while she moved around the kitchen like nothing had happened. Every detail sharpened, the way she avoided my eyes, the way she rotated her ring, the way she exhaled in relief after telling me. Not guilt, relief, as if a weight had been lifted from the wrong person. I watched her mouth curl slightly when she thought I wasn't looking. 14 years. 14. I remembered our son asleep upstairs, his face peaceful, trusting, completely unaware of the storm his mother had unleashed. Was he mine? Was he ever mine? The question stabbed at me, but something colder pushed through. Why now? Who whispered in her ear? Who emboldened her? She claimed she slept with her ex a week before the pregnancy. Funny how the past suddenly wakes up when someone thinks there's an advantage to be gained. I noticed her phone light up again. A message preview I wasn't meant to see. A name I didn't recognize. A pattern began forming, one she assumed I was too trusting to notice. She thought she was steering this revelation. She thought she was in control. She didn't know I had already tasted betrayal from another direction and responded with Swiss marble floors and alpine silence. She didn't know I had stopped trusting her years ago. She didn't know the DNA test idea wasn't new to me. She only thought she was creating the storm. She didn't realize she was walking into one I had already begun preparing. I agreed to the DNA test with a quiet nod. She mistook that silence for shock. What she didn't see was the calculation forming behind it, clean, cold lines of logic assembling themselves. I handled everything: appointments, lab paperwork, transport, all with the practiced calm of a man who had already rehearsed this in his mind for years. She hovered close, suddenly attentive, suddenly gentle, as if afraid I might slip from her grasp. But inwardly, I had already stepped away. Every small inconsistency stood out. Her late-night walks, her guarded texting, her sudden bursts of affection followed by emotional distance. She believed her confession gave her leverage. In her mind, I should be desperate, afraid, clinging. Instead, I observed, quietly, like a surgeon mapping the exact artery to cut. I checked phone records. I traced messages. I remembered the night she came home with perfume that wasn't hers. Piece by piece, the puzzle aligned. Not just infidelity, not just doubt. She was preparing an escape, Financial, emotional, strategic. The DNA test was her weapon. She thought the results would shatter me. Instead, each day waiting only made me sharper. My son sensed nothing. I kept it that way. Our drives to school, our small conversations, those were the only parts of my world that remained steady. His laughter cut through the coldness. But even that warmth couldn't stop the truth from coming. And then the hospital called. The results were ready. My wife rushed ahead of me, eager, almost excited. That told me everything I needed to know. The truth wasn't what she feared, it was what she hoped for. The doctor didn't look at her, he looked at me. "Prepare yourself," he said quietly. My wife inhaled sharply, triumphant. The doctor slid the envelope across the table. I opened it slowly, read it once, twice. Then I looked at her. She leaned forward, lips slightly parted, already forming a fake expression of remorse. But I simply turned the paper so she could see. A single line, a single verdict. Probability of paternity 99.97%. The child is biologically yours. Her face crumpled, not in relief, but in horror. Because her plan collapsed in the space between two sentences. She whispered, "No, no, that can't be right." Emotion surged in her. Nothing moved in me. She began crying, begging the doctor, questioning the machines, questioning the science. I stayed still. I had known. From the beginning. I had known. The doctor left us alone. Only then did I speak. "You thought he wasn't mine," I said softly. "You hoped he wasn't mine." She covered her face. I watched her unravel. Cold, detached. Exactly the way she had delivered her confession. We reached the parking lot in silence. She tried to touch me. I stepped back. "My ex, he told me, he convinced me," she stammered. I pulled out my phone, opened the folder. The Switzerland photos lit up between us. She froze. Her breath hitched. What is this?" "My home," I said. "The place I go when I need clarity." "You have another life?" "No," I replied. "I simply built a future without you in it." Her knees weakened. I sent her the address of a lawyer. Her lawyer. Already arranged. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult her. I just told her the truth she couldn't deny. You didn't break our family. You only exposed yourself. She collapsed into tears. I walked away. The house feels different now. Quieter, cleaner. My son sleeps peacefully, safe from the storm his mother tried to summon. I sit in the dark, listening to the world exhale. 14 years of doubt. 14 years of pretending. But now there is only clarity. People think betrayal is loud. They're wrong. It's silent, clinical, like a surgeon's cut. And when the bleeding stops, what remains is truth. Cold, final, unmistakable. I look at my reflection in the window. For the first time in years, I recognize the man staring back. I whisper the last words she'll never hear. "You should have believed in the wrong man."